Hi everybody, my name is Brian Gallagher and I'm the Retail Strategy Director here at Connection. I've had the pleasure of spending the last 4 years of my career on the IT side of retail after spending a little over 20 years in sales leadership and store operations side of retail. And today, I want to spend some time talking to all of you around cloud and how it applies to your actual business, the business of retailing. In general, I feel like we hear a lot about creating personalized customer experiences today, and it's maybe even becoming a catchphrase. And it's usually followed by some new endpoint application, maybe a new solution around shopping or visualization. And 100% I agree that personalized experience is a must to win in retail today. I will just say, I don't want any of us to be confused with customized versus personalized. It seems to be a big thing we're seeing. Personalized should be all about me. Customized might be changing my menu boards from what's popular in the morning to the afternoon to the evening, from the downtown location to the rural location. And customization, right? If I walk in and it knows that it's me that walks into the store, that's personalization. So, when I think about personalization and that experience, I want to talk about two important things that I think everyone should consider. First, understand that personalization is a journey. It's not a silver bullet, and it doesn't happen all at once. There's no one application that can be launched that is going to be, wow, we've got a unique experience. The second is to understand the importance of the foundation, of the backbone of what your data and your systems are doing to launch and support your personalization. As a retailer myself, I know firsthand that the first step to great experience is a solid foundation of data. And so I want to talk a little bit today about data and the cloud and having personalized information in the right spot at the right time. First, though, before we even talk cloud, when you think about your personalized journey for your business, the first thing I want everyone to do is understand that because it's not a silver bullet, you get permission to take steps, right? Take baby steps. Nobody ever tells us that the journey can be done in steps. They all say, hey, we've got to personalize and customize this business offering that we're giving to our customers and even in some cases to our employees. But it's really simple for us to go on this journey and grow our customer base at the same time. Now, look for these little steps. I like to call these little steps wow moments. And what's a wow moment? A wow moment is just the little incremental thing that you might do over and beyond what a customer expected in the first place. It can be simple, and we've all had them, right? I think about experiences when you walk into a convenience store and you get your pack of gum, and the person behind the register says, "Have a good one." I'm good with that, no problem. But what if they say, "Hey, thank you for shopping today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day." You turn your head and you go, wow. Little things, right? And the same thing can apply to that digital journey. And just because it's digital doesn't mean that you can't take incremental steps. They need to be very specific to your business. So I'm not going to sit here and say I have some magic scenario that will move your business forward. But I'd love to talk to you about what others might be doing in your industry, how they're building this plan. But my main thing here is just walk away realizing that the first thing you want to do in personalizing the experience for your customers is to do it in steps, plan it in steps. And it's only part of it, but make sure that you're doing that. So if the first thing that I want you to do in personalizing your experience is to plan it in steps and give yourself permission to do that, then what's the second thing? And the second thing to me really is making sure that you lay the right foundation. And for me, the only way to think about a personalized relationship with your customers is to get to know the cloud and to get to know it intimately. The most important thing you can do in personalizing an experience is to make sure that your data is right and that your data is in the place that you need it every single step along the way. The cloud, think of it as the brain, right? And so what needs to be front and forward in the brain and what needs to be in the back of the brain? And if the cloud is centralized, right, it needs to be updated always. That's not true of all your data, right? This is just things that you need to personalize an engagement. And so think about what things need to be personalized, what things need to apply to an omni-channel experience, and make sure that you're looking at your cloud options the right way. We can always think about things like pricing and inventory availability. They certainly need to be maintained in the cloud so that whether your customer is shopping for the first time or the 10th time, or they're shopping online or in the store, they want to do BOPUS, and whatever the scenario, they've got to know the price and the product, right? And it's got to be consistent across platforms. Don't be a retailer out there who thinks I can get away with one price here and one price there, all to the same customer. It just doesn't work. But now, how do I start to personalize that? What information needs to be in the cloud if I want to rope in the whole family into an experience and engagement with my brand? How about specific promotional alerts based on how I shop, right? I only shop in the afternoons, and 50% of the money I spend in a grocery store is spent in the meat department. I'm probably grilling or cooking a lot of meats, and yes, that's what I do. So give me promotions that are personal, right? Easier said than done. I get it. I just love to have a conversation with you about your business and what others in your segment of retail might be doing. I meet with a lot of retailers all the time, and there's certainly trends out there. The most important thing, though, for me, when thinking about the cloud, is to make sure you have a plan and a partner, right? So I'm going to say have a plan, have a partner when you're thinking about building out your cloud strategy. While it's easy to think, I'll just store everything in the cloud. And there's a lot of downsides to that. I'll start with cost, right? Storing everything in the most adaptable, expandable, and most convenient space almost always comes with a cost, and cloud is no different, right? And we got to think about things like bandwidth, right? When you're thinking about cloud and what needs to be real time at the edge, and that information needs to flow freely. And so you've got to make sure that your pipeline, your bandwidth, your network bandwidth in your stores can manage all of that, right? And trust me, I know if you're in a shopping center or mall environment, right, you're fighting for bandwidth space so often. Same thing happens if I maybe am running a restaurant or a smaller store, convenience store that's in a more rural area. I only have so many options and so much bandwidth. So get a partner to really understand what data needs to be stored where. There's lots of other options about how to maximize your storage needs. And even within cloud, you're going to want to think about things like private versus public, right? Because you've got security concerns on top of it. So again, the number one thing when you're thinking about cloud is get a partner and understand what data needs to be stored where. Again, I'm just going to say that taking this type of approach and taking a partner along the journey is critical, whether you're thinking about personalizing your service or any other upgrades in your store. The world of IT is just changing too quickly. Your options for how to gain cloud services, where to place those, how to manage the flow of data and what you're paying for with that data is changing every single day. So if you're a line of business leader, I would say talk to your IT champions about who the right partner is. And if you're an IT leader, look to a partner like Connection. Yes, it's a shameless plug, but I really believe that we offer some amazing services simply around how to manage your storage needs, right? Have it in the right place at the right time at the right cost. At the end of the day, yeah, I'll just leave you with this, that I do believe that when we think about personalizing the experience, it's ultimately where everyone's got to go. Do it in baby steps. Yeah, but the cloud has to be the central nervous system. It has to be the brain that's running all of your thought process. There is no personalization if I can't do it across shopping channels. So do me a favor, put your head in the clouds and let's do this together. I'd love to chat with you a little bit more about this. And hopefully it's got you thinking. Yeah, but if nothing else, take permission to do it in baby steps and let's meet in the cloud together. We'll talk soon. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.